Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video lesson for the Health Grade 10 for this school year. Before we start, I want you to grab your pen and your notebooks to jot down important details and notes that will be presented later on. Before we start our lesson, let's look back into the topics that we discussed in the previous meeting. For your activity, I want you to solve the unscrambled letters in this slide. I will give you 1 minute to solve this puzzle. Time's up. I hope you've solved the puzzle. Let's check your answer for this activity. Kindly please check your answers. Number one, consumer. Number two, health information. Number three, health products. Number four, health services. And number five, health professionals. Those are the different terminologies that we've discussed in the previous meeting. I hope you've recalled all of these terminologies. With that, let us proceed into our topic. Before we start our lesson, I want you to solve these pictures. What do you think is the commonalities or similarities of these pictures? I will give you 10 seconds to answer this picture. If your answer is hospital, you are correct. I would like to congratulate if you've guessed the word. Let us proceed into the main topic for this morning. Healthcare facilities are the places or institution that offers health services. Once we said healthcare facilities, it plays a crucial role in maintaining the well-being of the community. They help the community, specifically those people who's in sick, ill, or suffering from different kinds of diseases. Every places should have healthcare facilities to, to provide care and to aid the people who needs their attention. The healthcare facilities provide various services like checkups, vaccinations, surgeries, confinement, and emergency procedure. These are the services that offers by the healthcare facilities. In addition, healthcare facilities provides treating illnesses. So, with that, they also focus on preventive care, educating patients about healthy lifestyle choices and disease prevention. That is the main purpose of the healthcare facilities. I hope you've learned and you've understand this terminology. At this juncture, let us proceed into the types of healthcare facilities. There are four types of healthcare facilities, and let us begin in the walk-in surgery center. This kind of center is a facility that offers surgery without being admitted to the hospital. It means walk-in surgery center is a facility that provides surgery. And after the surgery, the patient who undergo into a surgery can go home and will just follow the advice of the doctor. In this case, the doctor will provide prescriptions to the patient, and this prescription must be followed by the patient. An example of this center is the dental clinic. Once a patient undergo in a procedure in his or her teeth, they can go home and provides various medicines that will heal their wounds. In short, after the surgery, the patient can go home. Always remember, in this kind of center, the surgery must be in a minimal cases only. The second type of healthcare facilities is the health center. Health center is a facility that caters to a specific population with various health needs. Health center can be seen in every barangay. The main purpose of health center is to give free consultation, medication, and assistance in a specific population. The main purpose of health center also provides the financial stability of the people who cannot afford in a certain private hospitals. These health centers provides free medical checkups, consultation, and medicines because not all of us can afford private hospitalization. The third type of healthcare facilities is the extended healthcare facilities. This facility provides treatment, nursing care, and residential services to the patient, oftenly to the elders. Once we said extended healthcare facilities, the patient should reside or should be a resident into the hospital. An example of this is home for the agent. Home for the agent are the hospitals that provides care to our beloved elderly people who cannot assisted by their loved ones. In this hospital, nurses and health providers will give proper medication, treatment, care, and love for the elderly. Meaning, in the extended healthcare facilities, the patient should be the resident of the hospitals. It is a continuous process and it is a lifelong process for the elderly in this procedure. Last but not the least is the hospitals. The hospitals are the institution where people undergo diagnostic. Once we said diagnostic, it refers to the proper check-up from urinalysis, fecalysis, MRI, ultrasound, so on and so forth. Those are the examples of diagnosis. On the other hand, there are three types of hospitals. Hospitals can be private, voluntary, and public. These hospitals provide proper attention to the people who are suddenly ill or suffering from diseases and even emergency cases. They provide aid and care for the patients who need to have or undergo for a specific treatment or procedure. Let us proceed into the different types of hospitals. The first type of hospital is the private hospitals. These hospitals are generated to gain profit. Private hospitals are institutions for medicine to provide assistance to those who is in need. Their service is not free, so not everyone can afford treatment in a private hospitals. The money they collected from their patients is also to pay for the doctors, staffs, and other members of the hospitals. This also includes the maintenance of their facilities for better services. So that is a private hospitals. Again, private hospitals are the hospitals that generated to gain profit. It is like a business into the hospitals. The second type of hospital is the voluntary hospitals. These hospitals are owned by the community. Most of the voluntary hospitals lies into the barangays or into the mountains. This kind of hospital does not collect money for to their patients. It means it is free for everyone. The main purpose of these hospitals is to provide free medical checkups, medicines, and treatment for those people who are marginalized because of their status in life. Because not all of us can afford private hospitals, and that is voluntary hospitals. The last type of hospital is the government hospitals. These hospitals are run by the state or the government. Since the government is the one who runs these hospitals, the amount or the money that the patients will pay for the hospital is not much compared to the private hospitals. There are subsidiaries or there are discounts, and the expenses is less than compared to the private hospitals. Of course, the government the government seeks for the maintenance of these hospitals to give and to provide medical assistance for those people who's in needs. And the money that the money that used by the government came from the taxes of the employees, and that is government hospitals. Again, the three types of hospitals are private, voluntary, and government. At this juncture, let us proceed our discussion with regard to the classifications of hospitals. There are two classifications of hospitals, which is the general and specialty. Let's begin with our general hospital. General hospitals, which have a complete medical, surgical, and maternal care facilities. General hospital are large healthcare facilities that provide a wide range of medical services to address a variety of health conditions and needs. It means all of the diseases, most of the diseases can cater by this hospital. These hospitals are designed to offer comprehensive care for patients with various illnesses, injuries, condition, and even chronic diseases. Since they are general hospitals, they are 24/7 emergency care. They provide surgical services. They also have diagnostic and checkups. They also provide ICU or intensive care unit. They also have maternity and neonatal care for those women who is pregnant, and they have rehabilitation services. Again, once we said general hospitals, these are the hospitals that provides medical assistance in all aspect of diseases. An example of general hospitals are the following. First is the PGH or Philippine General Hospital, BGH Baguio General Hospital, CGH Cebu General Hospital, and DGH Davao General Hospitals. On the other hand, the second classification of hospital is the specialty hospital. Specialty hospital handle a particular disease or condition or deal with only one type of disease. It means specialty hospital provides and focus into the specific medical condition, patients, or group of people. Unlike general hospital, which offer a broad range of services, specialty hospital concentrate on a particular areas of medicine, allowing for more focus, expert, and care. An example of this is PHC or Philippine Heart Center that focuses into the heart diseases. Aside from that is the LCP or Lung Center of the Philippines, which focuses into the lungs, specifically into the tuberculosis, pneumonia, and other lung diseases. And the last is NKTI or National Kidney Transplant Institution that focuses into the kidney diseases. And that is specialty hospital. Again, general hospital provides medical assistance into the different kinds of diseases. On the other hand, specialty hospital provides assistance or medical assistance into one particular disease. In a hospital, of course, we can see patients that need various medical assistance from our health professionals. There are two types of patients in the hospital, which is the inpatient and outpatient. Inpatient are the people or patients who needs assistance and must stay in the hospital to receive proper treatment. It means a patient should be confined inside the hospitals. The nurses, doctors, and different kinds of healthcare providers or professionals will monitor the conditions of this patient. This patient also needs to have a proper attention of medical professional to stabilize his condition. Once the patient is stabilized or normal, the patient can go home. Again, once we said inpatient, the patient must be confined in the hospital. On the other hand, outpatient is the patient who needs treatment but does not require an individual to stay inside the hospital. It means after the treatment, they can go home and they can follow the instructions of the doctors. This can be seen into the dental or minimal surgery procedure and other procedure that is not life threatening, and that is outpatient. It means the patient can go home after the procedure. In an hospital, we do have health insurance. Health insurance is a financial agreement between an insurance company and individual or group for payment of health care costs. An example of this is PhilHealth. PhilHealth is a government-owned and controlled corporation. It means PhilHealth runs by the government. PhilHealth created under the Republic Act 7875, or also known as the National Health Insurance Act of 1995. It aims to provide health insurance coverage for all Filipinos and ensure affordable, acceptable, available, uh, and and other services into the hospital. Because not all of us has the money to spend into a private hospital. So therefore, the government made this institution to help the people who's in needs. Once we use health insurance, there are different discounts into the bills or payments of the patients, whether he or she is an inpatient or outpatient. So that is health insurance, and that is PhilHealth. The vision of PhilHealth is bawat miyembro protektado, kalusugan ng lahat protektado. It means the government wants to give us an access in free and affordable medication once we need it. So with that, that will serve as a discussion for this morning. For your assignment or activity, I want you to copy this table. Your assignment is to list down 5 examples in each category. It means you will list 5 names of private hospitals, 5 names of voluntary hospitals, and 5 names of government hospitals. With that, thank you and have a nice day ahead.